Hi guys, it's Nikki, creator of Nikki's Homemade Crafts. Today I would like to teach you how to make these beautiful candles. They have a little insert on the top for a fake flameless candle. Super easy to do and very fast. So let's get started. Today I would like to show you how to make this beautiful candle that uses a flameless tea light. Very easy to use and therefore reusable. It uses a foam vase insert that we're cutting into making the inside part of the candle. So you can get this at Michael's. It's the Floorcraft foam vase insert. It has these dimensions, as you can see right here. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it. And you will also need a board so you can cut on, a knife, a sharp knife, and a spoon. Furthermore, you will need some Heartland lime brand yarn that is 100% acrylic in the color redwood. And of course you need the flameless tea light and a 5mm hook. So let's get started. First, let's cut the foam insert to the appropriate size so it will look like this, where we have a little hole in the top there and the base is cut off. We don't need that part, so we're just going to do this part. So first, you're simply going to cut it right here all the way around. It's easy if you go in circles and not go like cutting like this, but just holding it down and going in circles. And the more around you go, the deeper you go. You have to press a little harder. And there we are. You can take this off. We do not need this. You can use that for maybe a small candle or something like that. So once we have that part done, we need to turn the top part. As you can see, it has a little bit of a thinner side right here. We're turning that part into the holy part where we're actually putting the candle in, just like that. Okay, it has to be a little bit bigger than the candle because we're adding the crochet part around it, and therefore it'll fit snug. So let's do that. If you are using a measuring tape, you will see that the inside part is about 2 inches in diameter and about 1 inch deep, roughly. Okay, so first, I do it by estimate, but you can measure it out too. First, I'm just gonna use my knife and go around in a circle. That's roughly a circle. It doesn't have to be exact, this because you're not gonna be able to see that part once the crochet part is around it. So once you made your little circle, you're gonna use your spoon to kind of scoop it out. Be careful that you're not bending this part too much. Kind of bending inwards first before you kind of scoop it out. It's very easy to do. And then you just adjust your area so it's kind of smooth on the sides, like straight down. Doesn't have to be exact, but I try to have it as smooth as possible on the bottom. There you go. It's about the same. You can measure it out. It's about 1 inch. All right, so you're done with this part. So now it's up to doing the crocheting part. So you clean up your area. All right, so in order to make this piece, you're going to have first a flat part, then you extend it a little bit, and then you increase again before you just expand very long. That's pretty much it. So that when you put it in, this kind of bends down like that. So you start out with a magic circle. Chain 1, 10 single crochets, count before. Once you have 10, you close up the magic ring tightly and you slip stitch to the first stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which is right here. Now we need to increase 2 single crochets in each stitch all the way around. So you have 20 stitches after that. Now you slip stitch to the first stitch, like that. Once you're done with that, you will do 1 round of single crochets in a back loop only, 1 stitch in each stitch, 1 single crochet in each stitch, in a back loop only. When you're done with that, you slip stitch to the first stitch. Now we're doing 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around again, but this time in both loops. Again, you're slip stitching to the first stitch. Now we're increasing twice. That means 2 rounds of increases. 1 single crochet in the first stitch and then 2 in the next. Repeat that all the way around. Again, you're slip stitching to the first stitch, and let's do 1 more round of increases. 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then a single crochet increase by placing 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Do that all the way around. You're slip stitching again to the first stitch. After this round, you will not do any slip stitches until you've finished the candle, the very long tube. So you will now place one single crochet into the back loop only, all the way around. Once you land it back over here, you will use it into both stitches, in both loops, until you have 24 rounds. So now that you're almost done with the row, with the round, you will now not slip stitch, but you will now continue on doing single crochets all the way around. You will continue this until you have 24 rounds. So let me show you. So how you would finish it up. So here you would slip stitch and fasten it off like that. That is 24 rounds of single crochet all the way around. Once you finish that part, you're going to have to make one of those little circles right here where you have just increased rows until you hit the outside, which is row, let's see, this is the magic ring. This is round 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's do that. Again, you start with a magic circle. Chain 1 and place 10 single crochets in the middle. Then you close the circle. You slip stitch to the first stitch, just like that. Chain 1, and now 2 single crochets in each stitch all the way around. Sometimes yarn comes like that with a knot. In this case, for me, it doesn't really matter because one side, in this case this side, will be hidden. So I will place this little knot hidden away. So you now slip stitch to the first stitch, chain 1. Now you place 1 single crochet in the first stitch and 2 in the next, and you do that all the way around. So I'm going to bend this inwards so it will not be shown. To make sure that my loop is not too big. Okay, you will now slip stitch to the first stitch, and you will do one more round of increases. See, I'm hiding this over here, so it will not be shown on the outside. Although it doesn't matter because this part is on the bottom of the candle. One single crochet in the first stitch, one single crochet in the next, and a single crochet increase by placing 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Repeat that all the way around. Slip stitch to the first stitch, and you finish that part. Cut the yarn a little further along. Make a slip knot so you're not unraveling it. So you have this part done now. You will now use your tapestry needle or yarn needle. You place this around. You can ignore that because this is tied off right here. This is going to be inside. We're going to place this on top right there, like that. And now we're going to sew it up. Just simply go all the way around to close up the hole. And as we made knots right here, you don't have to weave in these other ends. The only end you have to weave in is the one that you're using currently. Once you sew that up, you make a knot. I like to make 2 knots just to be sure. And then I weave in my end. And you can cut your end, and you've finished your candle. Make sure you have clean surface, not like me where it's a little fuzzy and left over from the cutting. And then you can place your candle in it, and you're ready to go and use it. Here's your candle. Let me zoom out so you can see it a little bit better. And now you're ready to use it. You can glue this down, although if you glue it, then you won't be able to replace the battery. I turned it on here. Not sure if you can see it. There we go. I used one that flickers a little bit to make it a little bit more candle-like. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you can comment below and let me know whether you guys are going to make one or you're going to you already made one. Maybe this video was helpful. Then leave me a comment below, like this video, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And of course, please share this video so others can enjoy it as well. Thank you. Bye.